Hey, Halloween is right around the corner, and maybe your kids are going to dress up as bats. You certainly see the decorations. A lot of people don't like bats, but it's because they just don't really know enough about bats. At least that's according to our friends at Recovery Rescue. So we've got Batwoman and Batgirl, also known as Reeci and Sage. They are experts right here, and actually what they do is they rehome these bats. They make sure that they are rehabilitated right here in our area. And we have a lot of bats in Northeast Florida, don't we?
Yes.
So let's talk about this, because there are so many misconceptions about bats. And we brought some friends right here. These are flying
They're
foxes.
Egyptian fruit bats.
Egyptian fruit bats, and they're cuddling right there. I actually would like to be them, because I did not want to get out of bed this morning. But there's so many people that are like, bats, they're bad. I want to stay away from them. I don't even want to see them. That's not true. They have a good purpose.
Right, right. So the bats that we have in Florida, we have between 11 and 13 native species. They're all micro bats. So the biggest bat that we have in Florida is about this big. They're the most effective natural pest control in the world. They are the biggest eater of mosquitoes and beetles, and they live in colonies, so they don't try to come out and attack people. They don't want to come and swoop down on your head, but if you've got bugs flying around your head, they're going to go after the bugs.
Right.
Which gives people the misconception. Bats they're not as graceful as people think they are when they're flying, so they tend to crash into things a lot. They do crash into each other.
Right. I'm not graceful either, so I understand.
Exactly. Exactly. So people get them in their houses, and they get scared, and less than 1% of all bats actually have rabies. When we get them in for rehabilitation, we vaccinate them prior to release. When bats do enter the houses, typically it takes a wildlife company to come in and exclude them. Otherwise, if there's one bat in, there's likely going to be a whole lot more, because they live in these big colonies. Yeah. So we work with TruTech. They're the only people that we trust to go in and do what's supposed to be done to get the bats out and give them a safe home outside of that.
And Sage, tell me, what do you love about bats? You are a bat right here, from your head to your toes, the tail and everything. And she said that it's scientifically correct with the costume.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about bats?
So my favorite part about bats is that they help us. They're like natural pest controls, like my mom said. Because right now, I would have a lot of mosquito bites on me right now if it wasn't for bats.
Yeah. And we're not fans of mosquitoes either.
No, they actually can carry disease, and I do not want to do it.
Right, certainly. So as we wrap, if you go to Gainesville, you can see a giant bat house. And I think, there's like 200,000 bats that come out around dusk.
1,000, yeah.
Are there any other places around here, or is that something that we need?
That's something we need here in the community. More than anything, there's a couple throughout Florida. They've proven very effective. And it keeps people from having to spray in neighborhoods. You just have the bats.
All right, certainly. Let's say bye to these bats right here. Did you name them,
Gomez
Sage?
and Morticia.
My dad did.
Gomez and
Morticia.
Even
There
I
you go.
can't remember them.
There they are. So we are gonna fly into break right here. Thank you for coming on. Y'all are awesome. And look, you are probably gonna win the costume contest for Halloween right there, Sage. And I hope that everybody here learned a little bit more.
I'm not going to be this for Halloween.
You're not going to be this for Halloween.